You are listening to Unstoppable Actors, the essential podcast for ambitious, unknown actors with me, Louise, the artistic director of Standby Method Acting Studio. And for the last 13 years, I've been taking unknown actors with blank CVs all the way to Netflix dramas, Amazon Prime films, TV soaps, and stage plays around the world. And every week I'll be talking with you and sharing how you can become a paid working unstoppable actor, because you 1000% can. An acting career is doable. Are you ready to dive into the episode? Hello, welcome to Unstoppable Actors. I've got a brilliant episode lined up for you, all about breaking out of character and what we can do to recover from this, why it happens, and just get a little bit more knowledgeable on the whole experience of breaking out of character so you can know what to do should it ever happen to you in the middle of an audition, in the middle of a performance, so you can just get back into that character as quickly as possible, like nothing ever happened. So it's just seamless. You broke out of it and then you seamlessly transition back into it. And the main thing really is, obviously we don't want your audience to know that you've broke out of character, but we don't want you beating yourself up either, because that leads to low self-worth. It leads to you not believing in yourself as an actor, and I absolutely do not want that for you. Before I get into the episode, I'm just going to let you know we've got some places left on the Nerve Destroyer. This is an online pre-recorded course for anyone who is struggling with nerves, whether they be low level or high level to the point where you've got complete stage fright. It's pre-recorded, it's online, it means you can take it as many times as you want. You can keep watching the lessons over and over again until they've embedded in and you fully get them. So the Nerve Destroyer, Lose Yourself in the Role, is a complete training for new and early career actors. As I've already said, 500 places are available for free. Lots of those places have been snapped up already. There are still some places left. Go and grab this. It's the best thing you can do for your acting career right now and for your performances. You can get that course for free at bit.ly/Nerve Destroyer, or simply click the link in the episode description. Go and do that now and then come back and listen to the rest of this episode. So let's picture it then. You're either on stage mid-performance or you're in the middle of an audition, and let's say this is not a self-tape and it's not a Zoom audition, it's in person. You're midway through the scene, you're in full flow, you're at the height of the emotion, you're really feeling it, everything's going super well, things have been happening in the scene that you've never rehearsed before, and then all of a sudden you have become really aware. You've either become really aware of the audience, of the fact that you're in a performance, or something else, and you are now aware that, oh, I'm no longer in character. That can be so scary for us actors, because inside we can have a mini meltdown thinking, oh shit, how do I get back into character? Does everybody know? Are people going to think I'm a fraud? I'm unprofessional? We can have this internal meltdown. It might not even be obvious to anyone outside of us, but we feel like it is. So why does breaking out of character happen? Well, the majority of the time it's down to lines. So we have a moment where either we don't believe that we know them, so they escape us and they cause us to break out of character, or we say a line differently to how we've rehearsed saying it, so we've broke a pattern, and then the next thing we know, because we've broken that pattern and said the lines differently, it's like, oh shit, they've escaped our mind again, and so we break out of character. Or it can be that someone does something we weren't expecting, and it throws us because it wasn't what was rehearsed, and now we feel a little bit lost. So both of these examples are not exhaustive. There are many other reasons we can break out of character, but what both of them have got in common is that a pattern has been broken, which we've not been used to, and it's made us feel like we're vulnerable in a moment that we weren't aware was going to happen, or that we've lost belief in ourselves. Now, whichever route we go down, what's happened here is that mental tension has taken over. Mental tension is any thought, feeling, or energy unnecessary in the creation of the character and the life of the character and their object of attention. And I want you to remember that little phrase, object of attention. I'm going to come back to it in a moment. When mental tension takes over, it poisons our imagination. So it's like acid creeping into our imagination, and it leads to us trying to claw back the performance, and we go into a fight or flight response. Now, you've just heard me use that term, object of attention. I ask you to remember it. So the object of attention is a central focus point for the character. And when you break character, it's this that you have to make super important to get you effortlessly back into their shoes. When you focus on the character's object of attention, it will open the floodgates for your imagination to come back online, and it makes the mental tension lose its power. So before I delve deeper into object of attention, I want you to think about mental tension in this way. Let's imagine you've got a full bath, and that bath is full of water, and the water, for the purpose of this example, is your pure imagination. However, someone starts to drip some acid into the bath. Acid is the mental tension. When acid is leaked into the bath or drips into the bath full of pure bath water, it starts to affect your enjoyment of the bath. It's irritating, it makes you itchy, and the more acid is put into the bath, the more it affects your skin. Now, I know it's a pretty graphic image, it's not a very nice one, but this is exactly how mental tension works. When this acid comes into your performance, which is the mental tension, it corrodes your imagination and it takes the enjoyment out of the performance. So what you have to do is you have to start focusing on the most important thing in the scene to the character, which will help you get your imagination back online. And that is the object of attention, the thing that is the most important to the character. But did you know there is something else you can do to lessen your chances of mental tension leaking into your performance, like the acid leaking into the bathwater? Something else you can do that will lessen the chance of you breaking character. And what it is it is so easy, you are more than capable of doing it. You can learn how to adequately relax before your performances. Now, Karen, who I train on the 10-week method acting module, she's one of my international students, was so surprised at the end of the summer term, which we just finished a week ago, after she'd done the assessment performance. She said things had happened in the scene that had never happened in rehearsals before, and that is how she knew she was having a genuine emotional experience. And this is the opposite of breaking character. This is being fully immersed in the character. But what Karen didn't do is flap. She didn't break character. She didn't panic. She went with it. And the reason is because she has had to do the relaxation exercise every single day of the 10 weeks of that 10-week summer module, and including in the classes, to allow her to train herself to make more room for her imagination and less room for the mental tension. And the smile on her face was incredible. I could tell that she was really proud of herself, and I want this for you too. So 2 things here. Firstly, you've got to be in the act of training yourself into a state of relaxation before every single performance, whatever that performance is, whether it's one in front of 2 people, one in front of 10 people, an audition, whatever it is. And then the second thing is, if you do so happen to break character, you need to focus on that object of attention, which is the most important thing to that character in that moment. I've put together some exercises for you to hone your relaxation, which is then going to be the springboard into the character, so you don't break it, and if you do, for whatever reason, you can guide yourself back into the performance. Now, honing the relaxation exercise isn't the sexy, exciting part of acting. I get that. The relaxation work is the essential work that leads to you being able to immerse into the character with conviction and play all those incredible roles that are different to you. You know, the murderers, the widowed wife, the multimillionaire CEO, whoever it is. And you can get these exercises whilst they're still available for free inside a brand new actor training called the Nerve Destroyer, Lose Yourself in the Role. It's a complete training for new and early career actors. I mentioned it at the beginning of the episode. go and get a place at bit.ly/nerve destroyer, or click the link in the episode description if you know you need to be able to relax into the role and also stay relaxed should you ever break character. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please do rate it. It lets me know what you are enjoying and what you want more of. And I will see you inside the Nerve Destroyer.
I've absolutely loved hanging out with you, and I really hope you found this episode inspiring. If you have, please do rate the podcast and hit follow so you never miss an episode, and I can help more actors like you. And come and join one of the most supportive, uplifting acting communities on socials, the Unstoppable Actors Facebook group, where you'll get your weekly injection of inspiration, networking, and receive your free Method Actors handbook so you can become an unstoppable actor.